Exciting to be here, indoors, doing comedy. We're doing it again, yeah. Things got very desperate during the pandemic. I did a rooftop show in January, 5th floor, 23 degrees. Fuck COVID, let's skip straight to pneumonia. Who needs a middleman? Let's go right to it. Did a lot of Zoom shows. That doesn't feel like doing comedy, that feels like swinging at a hologram piñata. It's not a good feeling. I was offended when someone asked me the first time, like, you want to do comedy on Zoom? I was like, no, I'm a live entertainer. I need a captive present crowd. They're like, we'll pay you $50. I was like, I'll yell at my laptop camera. In an empty room, it's a complete silence. Let's just keep this under the table because I'm on unemployment, and if I make $50, I lose $30. So let's keep this hush. I hate Zoom. I hate Zoom so much. I think the thing I hate the most about Zoom is that I'm still late to it. I'm late to Zoom. It's my own apartment. What excuse is there? You get like, hey, sorry I was late. I don't respect you. That's it. That's the only reason. Feeling good. I got my shots recently. Thank you. Thank you very much. Botox. I got Botox. I'm not vain. I'm just very competitive at poker. That's why I get Botox. It basically pays for itself. It was weird watching the reversal during the pandemic, like in my friends. Like it was my friends who were most adamant about COVID safety were like the social justice ones, you know, like the anti-slut shaming, anti-body shaming, anti-victim shaming. And I got COVID last June, and they were like, what were you wearing that you got COVID? Were you wearing a mask? Was it a big mask? One of those little skimpy ones with your nose poking out, you little whore? It's not. I'm a millennial. The thing about millennials, we thought we were progressive, you know? Because we fought for gay marriage. We were like, let gay people marry. And they're like, never. And now Gen Z is like, gender is a myth, sexuality is fluid, and a couple is up to 9 people. And they're like, we'll give you gay marriage. You drive a hard bargain. You know, young people, they're beyond gay rights now. A lot of them are non-binary. They're not man, they're not woman, they're somewhere in between. And here's my only problem with that. Have you seen old people? They're all one gender. Everyone over 75 has boobs and a mustache. They are beating you at your own game, you know? You're not being progressive, you're being impatient. Just wait your turn. We all converge with time. I was not a Trump guy, despite looking like all of his sons combined. I was not big into Trump. I got annoyed with this question. People ask me, yeah, but Trump's good for comedy, right? I was like, yeah, Trump was good for comedy the way Chernobyl was good for oncologists. Just too much to work with too quickly, and will lead to a compelling miniseries. But I have to say, credit where credit is due. He did accomplish a lot of things. He said he would bring jobs back to Americans. And he did that. He absolutely did that. If you consider terrorist a job, he totally did. Remember our terrorists before Trump? You know, we had to fly them in from overseas. They could barely speak English. Now, we have good, white, American terrorists. Yeah. Who can barely speak English. A lot of typos in those manifestos, let me tell you. I hate that word, by the way, manifesto. It's too fancy for what it is. Or it's like the shooter left an 8-page manifesto. Like, it's a blog. Don't give it a Starbucks name. That's not... I don't like to complain about cancel culture, but I do get jealous of what comedians used to get away with. Like Eddie Murphy is returning to stand-up comedy after 30 years away, and he would say wild things, but he only ever got in trouble for his personal life. Like when he was pulled over with a transgender prostitute, and he told police that he was just giving her a ride. Imagine if that happened today. People would be like, wow, didn't know Eddie Murphy was a hero. What? He supports trans rights, wants to legalize sex work, and carpooling to reduce his carbon footprint. Yeah. Eddie Murphy for president. You know? And his cabinet would just be him in 7 different fat suits, just Secretary of Clump, Attorney of Clump, Norbert. I do think it goes too far sometimes. Some of my friends think we need to get rid of gender reveal parties, and I disagree with that. I think we need to keep having them, just not for babies. Here's when we should be having gender reveal parties. You know, whenever a famous politician gets caught with a prostitute, and there's that moment of suspense, you turn on the news, and like, Senator Robert Hutcherson, a vocal opponent of gay rights, was caught today with a prostitute. You're just like, please be a boy. Oh man, oh man. Woo. Red state blue balloons, let's do it. The confetti's just as shredded in the air. I'm not woke. I'm progressive, not woke. I get annoyed with woke people because it feels like I have to agree with any crazy shit they say. You know, I'm like, I don't think businesses should be allowed to discriminate against gay people. Someone's like, yeah, and bisexuals should get to vote twice. It's like, and that too, I guess. That's also our thing now. Yes, and, yeah. You know, it feels like I'm ordering fast food at a drive-thru, and my friend is high in the back seat, also shouting shit at the microphone. I'm like, oh yeah, can we get like a police reform, like body cams, better training, spay and neuter all cops? I'm like, that's not. Okay. Here's the thing, I'm afraid to argue with woke people because I look like this. And I don't know who's gonna back me up, you know? Because listen, I'm on board with 95% of it. They're like, Black Lives Matter. I'm like, hell yeah. They're like, future is female, stop Asian hate. I'm like, absolutely. They're like, all white men are scum. And I'm like, hey there. That last part, that hurt my feelings when you said that. And honestly, it's a little hypocritical given that and then I feel a warm hand on my shoulder. And I turn around and there's just a skinhead smiling at me. And he's like, I hear you, brother. No one has it harder than the white man. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. All right, I'm back. Listen, I don't want you to hate me for being white, but I don't want you to like me for being white. Why are these the only 2 options? Jesus. Okay, well, if I have to pick a side, I'm gonna go with you guys because at least your heart is in the right place. I'm just kidding. It's because you control all of film and television. That's why I'm over here. But when you find my old tweets, I'll be calling you. Yes, I will. Shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you can still comfortably tour the Midwest.